In recent years, vinyl records have made a big comeback. Whether you've been a longtime enthusiast of the LP, rediscovering your youth through albums, or a new collector, chances are Bananas Records in St. Pete has what you're looking for.
You know, people ask us how many records we have. We actually don't know. It's just that there's so many. We're guessing between 2.5 and 3 million.
Bananas has some serious bragging rights. They carry what is arguably the largest collection of vinyl in the United States. However, you won't find any boasting here. Owners Doug and Michelle Allen are as humble as the store's beginnings.
We started years ago as a bookstore, and we bought records accidentally because we had gone to an estate and bought out the books, and the lady made us take the records.
I saw a Joan Baez album that I wanted, and the lady said, "Oh no, I'm not selling you that Joan Baez unless you buy the whole stack." And I said, "Okay." So I bought the whole stack, and I took it out, and I took all those records and I put them on the bottom of the shelf of the bookstore. Sold every one of them.
And they sold better than the books, and the rest is history, as they say. We just found that they sold, and we got interested in it then. I wasn't really a record collector at the beginning. I was more of a reader, and that's why the bookstore. That was back in the early 70s, so we've been around about 34 years now.
With 2 buildings, 14,000 square feet of music, you might find yourself a little overwhelmed at first.
Jazz starts about here, alphabetically, and runs to these shelves here. Rock starts on this side at A and runs down to the end. Folk is this wall here. Rhythm and blues and soul albums, record players, soundtrack, alternative records. The Elvis section, plays and Shakespeare and reggae, spoken word, blues, poetry, comedy albums. That pretty much covers the upstairs.
I think why we have so many is because when CDs came out in 1981 or so, a lot of stores started getting rid of their vinyl, not buying new vinyl because it was a new format. We got most of the good collections because we were still buying. We never stopped buying. So, you know, we were able to accumulate a lot in the last 25 years.
We don't have any limitations as far as what kind of music we carry. Like I said, we have Edison cylinders from the turn of the century. We have Edison diamond discs, the 45s, the 33s. The form of the album back then was usually 2 or 3 singles put together with a cover, or people had these folders that had, say, 10 or 12 slots that they would put their individual singles in.
So rather than one big record, this is just a bunch of singles in a book?
Yeah, and basically that's where the term album came from.
The atmosphere at Bananas makes you want to hang out and browse for hours, which is pretty easy to do. Did we mention they carry nearly 3 million records?
It might smell a little musty down here. So.
Doug even has a personal collection of unique albums he's collected over the years.
I collected band covers. This was the Mamas and Papas album that, because it showed the toilet, they removed the cover and put a sticker over it. Vincent Price, here it is. Vincent Price did one on witchcraft and magic. The kinds of things I put away in here were more things that I was pretty sure we'd never see more copies of. Evel Knievel made his own record.
Crazy about records? Loco for LPs?
I think older people have come back, but young people, college age, have discovered it, and they discovered it with a vengeance.
And it's the perfect place to go bananas.